Yes. It's
Okay, can I have everybody's attention, please? My drawing series is called Under the Wings of God, and I take photographs that were taken in the Warsaw Ghetto, and I've gotten some photographs of Seattle families who had their own family members were murdered by the Nazis. And then I draw them, most of them in pen and ink, and some I add watercolor, like these two women here, and then I draw wings on them. I use real wings at a museum at the University of Washington in Seattle. Yes. I was just about to ask you. Why do you think? One person at a time. Say that again?
Yeah, that's what she said, trying to escape.
Trying to escape. You had angels. That's good. Anyone else? And if they were trying to escape, how would they be doing that?
Flying.
Flying. And how would that be? Because we know that they died. These people all died
In spirit.
in spirit. Anyone have any other thoughts about that and the angels and wings and things? Nobody? Oh, come on. Yes.
Who was that?
Who is that? That actually was a young man. His name was Mordecai, and he was the leader of the young Jewish people who led the uprising against the Nazis. It's called the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising in 1943. And he was 22 or 23 years old when he died. Who is this? This is also someone who we know who it is. These two women, we don't know who they were. This woman was named Sesha, and her great niece is my age and is a friend of mine in Seattle. And my friend's grandmother moved to the United States in the 1920s and corresponded with all her brothers and sisters and parents back in Poland until the war came, and got photos. So it was because of that. Sesha was one of the sisters, and she was killed by the Nazis. It adds a kind of personal connection there. Yes. How old is she? She was 33. Yes.
Why does she only have one wing?
That's a good question. Why do you think?
You're not done.
No, I'm done. It's all bad, all sealed.
Because see how the one side of her.
That's the
What?
Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But look at her face. I can't.
Let me hold this up here.
Yeah, it gets dark
Dark
outside.
side.
The light's so
Light show. That's good. It's good artistic interpretation. What else? Anyone else? Shirley. Yes.
How come she's only got one wing? That's what that's what someone just asked. He wanted to know what your idea is. Why do you think he only has one wing, Brad? They couldn't fly, and that's why they
Yeah, because they
Right.
couldn't fly, she said.
What was that?
They couldn't fly, so you only put one wing.
It's a good
Yeah.
interpretation. You had, what was yours? Part of her spirit was set free, or part of her soul was set free. That's a good interpretation too.
I was thinking like what she said, but only like one part of it is survived, which died, but her soul is still free to go.
That's a good interpretation too. That's good. Anyone else?
Yeah, but you said.
I know why. Of course, I did the drawing. Well, I think you got it all there in your different responses.
This is what you want to think it is.
That's right. These two here, these women were captured during the uprising. They were fighters. They were young women, maybe in their early 20s or late teens, and they were executed then by the Nazis. They would have been shot shortly after. And there's a little bit more to this drawing here. These are Hebrew letters going all the way around, and they actually are the lyrics for a song. And the song is called Hatikva. It's the national anthem of Israel. So you have these young women who were killed by the Nazis in 1943. Israel became an independent country in 1948. Why do you think I might have mixed those two different images together? Yes?
Because a lot of the people that survived the Holocaust went over to Israel.
else? Yes.
I just want to know, why do you have like little pictures of chickens on that?
Little pictures of chickens. That's a good question. They're not actually chickens. They're baby cockatiels. Sure. And I have 2 cockatiels and a parakeet in my home in Seattle. And when I was doing the drawing of Mordecai, someone I know who had 2 cockatiels was moving and asked me if I could take care of her cockatiels for 2 weeks. So I had 2 cockatiels in one cage, the parakeet in another, then another 2 cockatiels. And wouldn't you know it, but during the 2 weeks they laid eggs. And then all of a sudden I had like a whole bunch of baby cockatiels. So after this friend moved, she was ready to take the birds back, but they weren't going anywhere because they were all sitting on the eggs, and then the eggs hatched and all that. And since I was drawing the wings on Mordecai at the time, I thought, well, this is a great opportunity. He probably wouldn't have minded. And I drew the babies. And has any of you ever seen a baby bird? Yeah. They're pretty incredible to look at. They look like baby dinosaurs, actually, when they're first born. A lot of fuzz, and then these quills start growing out. And these 2 are I think it was the mama bird. Both the male and female parents sit on the eggs and feed the babies in the cockatiel bird line. And they hang upside down, and the parent does, and they stick their beak in the baby's beak, and then they bob back and forth furiously. They're regurgitating food for the baby. That's what I thought you were responsible for.